Hey guys, this is Chris from Tryout, and I wanted to show you this little delay compensation problem I found with Ableton when you're using a volume shaper plugin to do side chaining. This applies to LFO tool. This also applies to Shaper Box if you ever use that, or whatever that Nicky Romero one was. I have that installed, but I don't have it installed right now anymore. But let me show you the problem. So this is a bass line. It's a stack of 4 basses. These are all synths. They're not audio files, obviously. Each one of them has maybe an EQ on it, or has maybe like some limiter plugins. I'm using FabFilter in this case, and they're all grouped to one bus. And this bus happens to have a multiband compressor on it, then an EQ, and then a limiter. This problem comes up when there's a lot of plugins, and then it's even worse when you group it. So let me show you the problem. So play the bass. Okay, nothing crazy there. What you're going to do is normally just sidechain the whole thing, right? So I'm going to drop a LFO tool to sidechain it. Just do a little here, and I'm going to make it a tiny bit extreme just to highlight the problem. If you listen to it, you'll hear it actually sidechain. Okay, that's fine. And these are 16 notes, and they land on the 16th. So if you look really closely, here's it starts at 112, 113, and 114. So you would expect if you go to LFO tool, and I'll make this a little bigger so you guys can actually see it. Cool. You'll expect that the notes start at 112 here, 113 here, and 114 here. You'll expect the transients to kind of start there. I made the notes a little shorter just to highlight, to kind of exaggerate it. So you'll see it, if I play it, turn on the waveform, and you'll see it play. But the delay compensation, you'll see it that it's actually like a little bit off. You see there's like this little gap here between, this is supposed to be here at 112, it's supposed to be here at 113, it's supposed to be here at 114. So there must be some sort of delay compensation problem in Ableton. And I double checked in the settings. This is supposed to be, delete driver error compensation or whatever. That's 0. Everything should work. And this problem, the waveform seems to move around depending on how many plugins. If you hear a few plugins, it kind of moves back and it's in the pocket. But if you have a bunch of plugins, it's actually off. And this, again, happens with Shaper Box and any of the sort of volume shaping plugins that I've ever used. So my fix for this problem is to create a track called the LFO trigger. This is a MIDI track, and all it is it plays a single note every quarter. There it is. Nothing crazy. And I send this to LFO tool. So you have to make one for every time you make a LFO tool, which kind of sucks. So that's why I have this, but then just copy it. But if you go back to LFO tool, this is not doing anything different. So, oops, play the bass. There you go. So there it is. There's the delay gap. If I use the note to trigger it instead, like so, you'll see that the transient plays exactly on 112, 113, and 114 as you expect it. Ready? So there, the transient moved backwards, pretty much exactly where you would expect it to play. And so at least now I don't have to worry about, how many plugins I put in there, and I don't have to mess around with this offset setting. It's just going to work every single time, all the time. There you have it. It's a little problem I found in Ableton. Don't know if you guys ever noticed it yourselves. I saw some people using LFO tool for sidechaining. I use it a lot too. But this is just something I noticed that Ableton's a little weird with. Now, I'm on Windows, so it could be a Windows thing. Don't know if it's a Mac problem, but you might want to check it. That's about it, and I hope that it helped you guys. Talk to you guys later. See you, bye.